Sunday, I'll show Race, Religion, and Racism, number 45, up until number 76. Now, it was brought to my attention that those videos could not be found on this channel. I thought they were visible, and I apologize for that. So I'll show 45 through 76 every Sunday morning.
I want to read a couple of letters, because this is the end of the racism section. And I want to be as clearly understood as possible. I mean, it's just amazing to me. But you know what? I guess that's why the Lord gave me the assignment, because he knew I could take it. Not that that's any credit to me, don't misunderstand me. But I had the very same kind of opposition when I first started 27 years ago teaching on faith. Folk criticized me. Black ministers all over this city used me as their pulpit messages. Talked me down. Even some wrote books against me for teaching faith. Accused me of teaching false doctrine, all kind of stuff. The only people that would receive me were white folks. In mass, obviously we had blacks that did, but the ministers. And so now I'm getting it already. I'm hearing reports of that there are black ministers that are telling their congregation, don't watch the television program now. I don't know all the details or exactly how true it is, but they already started. They already started. We even had one of a very prominent television station challenged me just recently. And they actually at first indicated they weren't going to play the program. These are white folks, because they basically own all the television stations. And they were offended at the N word. You know, I'm so sick of hearing about it. Why don't you call us what you call us when you're sitting down drinking your coffee? You jive time turkeys. Phony baloney. I can show you so many books, publications, movies, and everything where y'all call us that all the time, and all of a sudden now, the N-word. Hang the N-word. Call us niggers, because that's exactly what you call us when you were by yourself. Now get real. Tired of all this lying and messing around. That's what's wrong with this country. Be real. You got two faces. A public and a private. You ought to be the same everywhere. But anyway, would you believe they didn't want me? You know what they had the audacity to ask me? Wanted me to know if we could send them another program. And they wanted to act it. So we're going to be watching next week, because see, there's certain legal things. I hope they do act a fool. I'll take them to the Supreme Court of the universe and the United States. I'm serious. This is a legal thing. You can't preempt a program without giving 72-hour notice. So apparently they didn't have the big wigs. Apparently, see, everything I'm saying apparently. I'm just going by all we can do is deduce certain things. And apparently they didn't have enough time. So we're going to be watching the program this week and see if they play it. We had some other stations in the country, they wouldn't play the program. They wouldn't play it. And the thing that was so sick about it, they were Christian stations. Yeah, what? Said that we're not going to play it. So my director, who's just as radical as I am, said, fine, just cancel the program. They said, oh, no, wait, don't do that. Give us a day to think about it. Yeah, because they know that black dollar spins just like that white dollar spins. It's all about money. And get down to the nitty gritty, it's about that money. And see, ever increasing faith television is a legend. in the television industry for paying our bills. For 20 years, we have paid our bills, never ever missed one, never been late, never gave a bounce check, and they know they got guaranteed revenue from us, see, and so they reconsidered. Now all of a sudden they're going to play it. And this other one, I believe God, see, God is going to expose this thing. But he got to have a channel. He has to have a channel, see, and if somebody's not willing, his hands are tied because he works through human instrumentality. See, and he's going to bring this thing out in the open one way or the other. It'll either be through somebody like me who's willing to do it, or through legal action. Because if you mess with me, I'm going to take you to court. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to have yeah. Oh, yeah. In fact, hey, listen. Honey, I can see Ted Koppel now. Oh, are you kidding? You think the Jim Baker thing was something? In fact, we need to pray that they don't show the program. I hope they're not that big a fool. Because see what they'll do, see already they're showing where they are. If you're not racist, what do you care? It's a paid for program. We're paying for it. So listen, all y'all clapping and shouting, and all you all that's going to see this program, y'all is clapping and shouting and jumping up and raising your hand. I hope you putting a pen to the paper and sending me some help financially, because you know some of them folk, they don't like this and they're not going to support the program. I need you folks that are doing all this clapping to bump up what you're giving. If you really that hot behind this, if you really believe this is right, put your money where your mouth is.
This wasn't the only time Pastor Price had beef with a TV station or network. In 2013, Price and ABC settled Price's defamation lawsuit after 4 years of contention. In 2007, then correspondent John Stossel reported that Price had used money given to the nonprofit center for luxury items and played a clip of Price saying, I quote, "I live in a 25-room mansion. I have my own $6 million yacht. I have my own private jet, and I have my own helicopter, and I have 7 luxury automobiles." Now, in the context of the sermon from which the clip was taken, it was clear that Price was not referring to himself. The segment aired on both 2020 and Good Morning America. The network admitted the mistake at the time, issuing corrections on air and online, and Stossel explained that he had not seen the full sermon and apologized to Price and the church. He said, "We apologize if we misled you," Stossel told viewers. Now, as a result of an out-of-court settlement between Price and ABC, the news division issued a final, strongly worded apology. ABC News apologizes for any harm caused to you as a result of its broadcast of a video clip that ABC News stated was of you speaking about yourself when in fact you were talking about a hypothetical person, Senior Vice President Kerry Smith said in a statement to Dr. Price. ABC News regrets that it did not conduct sufficient investigation of the clip after receiving it to establish its correct context. By presenting the footage out of context, ABC News misled its audience and failed to meet its own standards, which ABC deeply regrets. Now, but Stossel received no disciplinary action for the misleading clip. Go figure. ABC News spokesman Jeffrey Schneider admits the network made a mistake, but contends it was in no way intentional. And Schneider added that ABC tried to move swiftly to make it right by airing an apology and retraction under the California Civil Code. A correction must be made in as conspicuous a manner as was originally broadcast. However, Price's lawyer, Anthony Glassman, said the network's retraction and apology, which aired nearly 2 months later, was insufficient because the offensive clip was broadcast multiple times in teasers, including on ABC's Good Morning America, while the correction aired only once on 2020. The original broadcast was promoted and teased on 5 separate occasions by Diane Sawyer and Robin Roberts, who are obvious stars on ABC. Glassman said, yet neither one of those anchors teased the correction. The correction should have been teased and promoted as the original broadcast, and that didn't happen. When you're wrongly accused, it's huge headlines, but when a retraction is needed, you barely see or hear anything. To me, if you wrongly accuse me, I need that same energy you used against me to also apologize to me. I see it happen all the time. When there is a little effort in an apology, they fail to do that with Pastor Price with an acceptable apology, even though he won the suit. Enough said.